a phone out, and some person just ran past and snatched her phone and ran off with it. So everyone kept coming over. She was screaming, the whole family were chasing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys. Welcome back to part 3 of my MSC Europa cruise vlog series. We are currently on board, sailing around the Mediterranean. We embarked in Barcelona. Today, we've literally been in Marseille, having the best day ever, being on hop-on, hop-off buses. And currently right now, we're sailing in the middle of the Mediterranean. And we're on our way to Genoa, Italy. So all very exciting. But actually, before we get to Genoa, Italy, me and my little boy have a dining reservation at Butcher's Cut, which is a specialty restaurant. And guess what? All of you guys have come along. So welcome along on the journey. If you've not seen me before, my name is Dalimore and I do Disney and cruise vlogs and sometimes a little bit of lifestyle. So yeah, welcome to the channel. Anyway, dude, are you ready for Butcher's Cut? Oh my goodness, look at MSC World Europa tonight. It is alive. We're currently in the main promenade. This is where everything happens on this ship. You've got your restaurants and pubs all along here. You've got all your gift shops. The restaurant that we're going to be eating in is called Butcher's Cut, which is just along here. But it is alive tonight. It's a party atmosphere. My goodness, the best meal I've ever had at sea. That, the Butcher's Cut, I highly recommend. It is a specialty dining restaurant, so it's not complimentary. You do have to pay for it. We ended up getting the full dining package. I think it was about £108 per person, and we get 4 specialty restaurants on our cruise. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Best meal I've ever had at sea. Anyway, we've actually went back to our room, got changed because, oh my god, this ship, we're in 20 odd degree heat in the Mediterranean. I can't say that all night. And we're actually going to do some shopping. How alive is this ship tonight? Beautiful. So we're actually on deck 6, if you're wondering our location. So you've got the MSC Future Cruise section here. You've got jewelleries, aftershaves. You can see they've actually got some deals on. Place we want to head tonight is the MSC Shop. Oh, I actually saw this. You may have saw this in episode 1. I would love to have that in my home. Look at the size of it. You can pretty much see every little bit of detail. Everything's on there. Ah, it's beautiful. I wonder if you can actually buy something similar. You probably will be able to buy this somewhere, you know. I know you can buy the ship model because it's over here. I can see it here. And you know what? I was humming and hawing at the price, but I've decided if I can get it, yeah, I'm going to pick one up because I'm just loving this so much. Little boys found the Lego stuff. Dude, would you like that? Oh my god, that just gives me a headache even just looking at it, to be honest. We've actually got loads of Lego in here. There's so much shopping to be had on board MSC. It is insane. They've actually got a full Lego section here. Dude, are you showing me some more Lego? Wow. Which one? Which one do you like the look of? This one? Wow. Oh, this one up here, the car one? That is nice, isn't it? And that one, the Marvel one? Wow. I made the purchase. I just had to. For anyone that doesn't know, if you're new to my channel, in my office at home, I literally have every ship I've ever been on model form, apart from the first ever ship I ever went on, which was P&O's Oceana. And even to this day, I wish I had have bought the ship model that I saw on Oceania, but I didn't. And ever since Oceania, I've always bought a model. So yeah, it's nice to add MSC World Europa to the collection. Good morning. We slept so well last night. Oh my goodness. In fact, probably could have slept for about another 2 or 3 hours. But anyway, welcome. We have arrived in Genoa, Italy. It is horrendously wet out there. My little boy's just been playing basketball in the sports court, and we nervously looked from indoors, and it is absolutely lashing down. So we're going to head down for breakfast. We're going to take you guys along to breakfast, and we're going to have breakfast at the Hexagon again. We did eat there in the last vlog. We loved it. We're going to eat there again. Service was fantastic, so I want to give it a go again to see if the service is exactly the same as it was yesterday, just to see if it was a one-off. And then if it's still raining, we're going to have to think about what we're going to do today, because it's not even just a little bit of rain, it is absolutely lashing down, which is just typical when we arrive in one of the most beautiful countries in the world, Italy, and then it rains. Breakfast consumed, not going to lie. Just as I thought, the breakfast experience yesterday was literally 10 out of 10. The breakfast experience today was a little bit more ropey. We waited a long time for breakfast to actually arrive, and then when it did arrive, everything was cold. I asked for bacon on the side, he didn't bring it, and then they brought it like 10 minutes later. It was super greasy and then undercooked. And then, yeah, my little boy's eggs came, but they were like so runny. The egg yolk was running off the plate. The sausages were pink in the middle. Oh my god, very different experience. Yeah, so I tell you what we'll do. We're not going to judge the food as quick as... I think the thing is we had a specialty meal last night and it was absolutely amazing, and then we've compared it to the main dining option this morning. So let's just see how we get on through the week, and let's see how the dining options compare. But anyway, enough about talking about food. I feel like that's all I've done since I've got on the ship. We're getting off. We're going to get off in Genoa. I did contemplate on just not getting off, but then when are we going to be in Genoa, Italy again? You know what I mean? When are we going to be back here? So we're going to go, even if we just spend an hour or two, have a little look around some of the shops, see how we get on, and then maybe just get back on the ship. And I might do more ship activities today. You know what? The weather's actually not too bad. It's only a slight drizzle, so we can make do with that. And look at Genoa. Oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. Now, listen, we had so many plans. We were thinking about going to the national park at Portofino, I think it's called. We had so many plans, but I think we're going to knock it on the head. We even thought about maybe going into Milan at some points, because it is a very short drive to Milan. But with the weather and the fact that we've only got 5 hours now until we have to get back on the ship, I think we're just going to explore the port. Just walked out of the terminal and we have found a hop-on, hop-off bus. Now, we did a hop-on, hop-off bus in the last episode that you may have seen when we were in Marseille, south of France. And that worked really, really well. But because of the weather, and because it's a Sunday, and we've just been told that the buses don't start until 11 AM this morning, we're thinking about doing the Aquarium of Genoa. Now, quite surprisingly, when I've used ChatGPT, it's not actually brought up the aquarium as something to do, and I'm not sure why. The reason why I decided not to go originally was that the fact that they didn't allow cameras. But my understanding is you can take a camera in, but you just can't film. My understanding, obviously I could be wrong. We're going to head over and potentially do that, just because I'm thinking, obviously, yeah, if it's raining outside, I think that's probably the best thing to do. What I am going to say is I'm a bit on edge. We've already been told about so many pickpocketers lurking around, and the big thing is we've got random people just walking up to us saying, do you want to buy this, do you want to buy that? And when you say no, they don't really take no for an answer, and I've just had to basically say, oh, do you know what, that's the bus opening on. Oh, that's weird. It's all kicking off in Genoa. We've got a woman kicking off with another. Oh my god, dude! I think we should just get back on the ship. We should have brought a bulletproof vest. No, oh my god. This is the thing. If I was on my own, it wouldn't be as bad. But when I've got my little boy, I hate this sort of stuff. Dude, are you thinking? Do you fancy? What should we do today? Do you fancy the aquarium, or do you want to get on this hop-on, hop-off bus? Do you want to go and see loads of sharks and whales? Well, not whales, but other animals.
Where's
the aquarium?
Yeah.
Do you want to do the aquarium? Come on then, dude. let's just go and do that. No. My little boy's impressed because we found a submarine and we found like a nice little quaint old dock, haven't we? And even better, there's a little kids park over there. It's not very big, mind. Got coffee shops. It's lovely. What I've noticed actually, I don't know why, but there's a lot of people jogging today. I don't know if it's like their big Great North Run or something, I don't know, but there's a lot of people jogging.
It's a run race.
It's a run race, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right, dude. We're just making our way. Oh, look, there's a British flag up there, actually. Don't know if you can see that. We're making our way to the aquarium. I think the aquarium is somewhere just over there. Could have actually booked this excursion through MSC. I think it was around about £60 per person. And I believe on the door, it's around about 15 to 20. I'm not 100% sure. I could be completely wrong. We're going to find out very fast. But yeah, I've been taking a lot of tips from you guys actually, because a lot of you who've been watching our previous videos will always say, Dan, instead of booking the excursions on board, just literally do the research and you can save half the money. So that's what planned this cruise, and it worked yesterday very well because we only spent like 23 euros or something. So yeah, let's see if it works today. Of plan, we're no longer going into the aquarium. Guys, I've honestly just witnessed one of the worst things I think I've ever seen, ever on a cruise. So we're waiting in the line. A gentleman walks up with like a cup asking for donations of money, which sometimes you just see that. But as he was doing that, a lady had her phone out and some person just ran past and snatched her phone and ran off with it. So everyone kept coming over. She was screaming, the whole family were chasing, the staff were trying to help at the aquarium, and I just thought, do you know what, we're going. We're not staying around here. We got told off a British couple that there's a massive race on today, which is obviously what I was pointing out before. So there's a lot of pickpocketers local. Obviously there's a lot of tourists because there's 3 ships in. So yeah, guys, if you ever come to Genoa, make sure you pack everything tight, everything zipped up. Do not come without zips. Honestly, just as we walk now, I can see some people getting ready to approach us, asking us to buy something. Someone tried to slip something in my pocket before, and I had to just say, no, please, no. This is probably the worst place I've ever been, ever, for people approaching us. It's really bad.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights.
So we've just been on the hop in, hop off bus. Just got off. Do you know what? I absolutely love how much my little boy loves history. He absolutely loves everything to do with like history, the olden days. He loves it. Obviously they'll learn a lot about it in school as well. And talking about history, this is the Piazza de Ferrari. Apologies if I've butchered that, I'll put it on the screen. They use this for like public gatherings, they use it for protests, they do concerts here. They use it for the main football team as well, AC Milan and Inter Milan, from what I've read, anyway. And yeah, it's a top landmark. Look at all the visitors here. There is hundreds upon hundreds of people here. We're now sitting in one of the most delightful cafes. It much reminds me of a Costa Coffee, but a little bit more upmarket. We're literally in the centre, just over the road from where you saw us before, where the big fountain is. And oh my god, when we walked in before, I saw the most like delicious selections of like croissants, but it's the coffee. Listen, we're in Italy, I need a proper coffee. We get coffee on the ship, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. As I turned into my 30s, I've got really addicted to coffee. So I need to try a proper, authentic Italian cappuccino or latte, which I know some of you are going to laugh, because some of you that we wouldn't even class that as a coffee. But yeah, I need to give it a go. And my little dude is desperate to try a croissant, a chocolate croissant, may I add. My goodness, I highly recommend you've got to try the croissant. I'm gonna have to give it another go just for you guys. Apologies about the mess I'm about to make. Oh, that literally It's the nicest thing I've ever eaten. Honestly, that is full of Nutella. Dude, that's going to squirt all over you. Careful for that chocolate. There's literally chocolate squirting out that croissant. And then this latte. Oh. So good. I am so glad we've actually got off to try food in the ports because, yeah, I am really notoriously bad for not buying food when I'm getting off the ship. I'll do experiences, but I'm always like, well, I get it free on the ship. But that is something else. I highly recommend. Try this place out. Oh, you can see the logo on the back. It's so good. Let Daddy have one more bite. I need one more bite before the croissant goes. We're back at the cruise terminal. We're queuing to get on the ship all the way out of the terminal. By the way, it's a long walk in this terminal, but we came back on the hop on and hop off bus. It was freezing. Here we go. We're getting back on. Do you know what? It only took about 25 minutes to get from where we just spoke to you before to here. It's actually not been too bad, to be fair. You can see everyone is getting back on the ship. I think the weather has put everyone off. Look how awful it is. My goodness. Yeah, let's get back on. Back in the room. Just dropped my little boy off, actually, at kids club. Tell you what was amazing is somehow, even though he's only been there once, the lady at reception remembered him. And she was like, oh, my little... And she named him. And then she started playing with his hair and she was like, he's so cute, he's so cute. I was like, oh, bless you. I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't see a lot of kids with ginger hair out here. I'm not 100% sure. I've seen this a lot on the ship where a lot of the staff have been like, oh, he's so cute. And quite a lot of like, especially the Italians, they just keep coming up to him and saying, like, I must say, a young couple yesterday were playing with his cheeks. He really didn't like that. He's like, Daddy, I didn't like that. I was like, oh, dude, it's just because you're so cute. God, I remember the days when no one ever did that to me. No, I remember the days when that used to happen to me as a kid, and you know, when people would be like, oh, you're so cute. I'm like, no, I'm not. Leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, just dropped off a kids club. Bless him. He's not keen on the Lego room, which is so insane because it's one of the features here at kids club. By the way, like, the kids club here on board compared to like other cruise lines, it's insane. They've got 3 different rooms for his age. They've got the Lego room, they've got the gaming room, and then they've got like the room where there's a cinema in. And I think they must, like, between a couple of age groups, like, jump between the rooms, so then they will get equal time. So right now my little boy's watching Kung Fu Panda in the cinema with popcorn, so he's buzzing with that. And then he's going to be then going into the gaming room from 3:15 till 5:45, I believe. And then they're doing, like, an ice cream game and whatever. So I've said I'm going to go back in an hour, see how he's getting on. If he wants to go in the gaming room, then obviously he can. We've decided to get back on the ship. I am a bit gutted. It's still 2.5 hours before we set sail. But the weather, and I have to be honest with you, after this morning being approached and then that poor lady's phone being stolen, oh my God, honestly, that's my biggest worry, you know. Do you know, I wouldn't happily let someone, but I'd rather someone nick my wallet than your phone, because your phone is the most important thing when you're on holiday, because it's generally got your bank details on, it'll have your emergency contact information. Like, for me, my phone has everything on, like, absolutely everything. It has our booking confirmations, pictures of our passports, pictures of our banking, and the reason why I do that is, like, if someone stole my wallet, because generally people want money, at least I've got all the information on my phone. But like, if someone steals your phone, it's like, oh my God. There we go. We are leaving Genoa. Thank you very much, Genoa, for a very interesting day. First day visiting Italy. Tomorrow's Naples. Oh, beautiful. Look how lovely and clear the water is. Oh, it's so relaxing. You can see there's a Princess cruise ship just over there. Don't think I mentioned that earlier in the video. Just asked my little boy what he thought of Genoa, and he said, "Daddy, I didn't like it." And I have said to him, obviously, I know like the pickpocketing thing played a massive part of that, but actually that happens in most countries. I remember when I was in Florence and Pisa, and we were on an excursion, and all of the staff were like, "That's a pickpocket, I'd be careful." So it's not even just that. I think the weather plays a huge part on your experience in a port, because if it's bad weather, it makes you feel miserable. Look at me being a moaner. But it does, it makes you feel miserable when the weather's not great. So, actually, let's just show you that. Just passing a boat there. But yeah, it just puts a bit of a downer on things. I can guarantee in the future, we will come back to Genoa and we'll do the Portofino, I think it's called, the bay, where all the boats are. That's where all the A-list celebrities go, and they go and do their amazing holidays. And if you ever Google this port, that's what you see, because it's meant to be beautiful. And yeah, there's meant to be loads of like forest walks and stuff, and that's where we planned on going. But when I saw the weather and we only had 5 hours free in port, I thought, oh yeah. But you know what, where would I rather be? Would I rather be here or stuck in smelly Manchester? Sound like Jamie now. Are you, Jamie, mate, if you're watching? Exactly, I'd rather be here. You know, actually saying that, it is a bit smelly, to be fair, all these birds. Just like that, we're now back in the room. Beautiful sail away, just as we actually came from sail away. My little boy was desperate to go in the arcade, so he went in the arcades and had a little bit of a play, and he was playing with a kid who he's met in kids club, which was nice. And you enjoyed it, dude, didn't you?
And I got loads of tickets.
And you got loads of tickets, so you're very happy. And yeah, we're well and truly in the middle of the ocean now, sailing towards Naples. So anyway, guys, on that note, we're going to call this video here. Do you know what? We've had a brilliant day in Genoa. Don't get us wrong, like, it didn't start off well, but you know, overall, it's actually been really nice, to be fair. And this is the thing, it's very much like a day is what you make of it. And it would have been so easy for us to have seen that person run away with a phone and then have just got straight back on the ship. But we kept it going, and we went and had an amazing coffee and a lovely pastry. We saw the amazing fountain, and we went around on the hop-on, hop-off bus and carried on going. And I've just remembered as well, in this video you've also seen us eat a butcher's cut, which is still by far the best meal I've ever had at sea. A not so good meal this morning at breakfast at Hexagon in the MDR. It's pretty disappointing, that, and I think we're probably going to miss that tomorrow. I don't think we're going to go to Hexagon tomorrow. I think we'll probably rather order breakfast in bed, especially because we're at Naples tomorrow. And also, it's a Monday and I've got a bit of work to do and I need to edit for you guys, so I think we'll have breakfast in bed tomorrow. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking it. And if you haven't clicked subscribe, please consider subscribing. Just want to say a huge thank you to my Patreon members, wherever you are. Patreon members get access to early vlogs, and we do live streams. And also, I've got a little sneaky thing up my sleeve, Patreon members. If you're currently a Patreon member, you'll now know what that is. But for anyone that doesn't know, then hopefully by now I should have made an announcement on Instagram, but if I haven't, apologies. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next vlog, where we're going to Naples, and we've got another specialty restaurant, which I can't remember what it is, but you'll see in the next vlog. Anyway, bye, guys. Dude, are you going to shout bye?
Bye.
Bye, and I'll see you in the next one. See you soon. Bye.